Enjoyed it. I'm still in my feels. We all just finished watching this episode, and it was so hard to hold the tears back. What are all you guys' thoughts of seeing how this episode has affected the audience here, and how do you expect people nationwide to react when they see the show? Let's start with Brandon, and then we'll move down to Hal.
Well, standing off the side.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Thank you. Well, standing off the side there, I was looking across the crowd, and I was watching you guys' reactions, and I think I speak for everybody here when I say I hope you guys enjoy the show. And more than anything, I mean, everybody's going to have a different opinion in the room. More so if your parents, came to this country many years ago, kind of like my grandparents did, in search of the American dream. But at the end of the day, what I hope that you guys take away today is that this is a show about a family, family like you guys have, and navigating through the hardships of life. So just be kind to others today, today and tomorrow, and every day moving forward, and lend a helping hand, because nobody got anywhere in this country without the help from somebody else.
So the first episode has been available on Hulu for quite a little bit, a couple days, right? And it's kind of insane seeing the reaction of people, some of the messages that we've gotten, even just people that either they're going through the same situation or they have family members that are going through the same situation. And these messages are so heartwarming, and they're saying things like we're finally being represented on TV, or our stories are finally being told, or we've never seen a show or a movie or a film that talks about us or what's going on with us. Thank you so much for doing this. Or even things such as, thank you so much for being lead Latinx actors. It's just messages like that I feel like make us all really proud and happy to represent our culture. And it's really exciting.
Yeah, I mean, it's been completely humbling. I think we all have a huge, overwhelming sense of gratitude with the reaction that it's been getting, but, and the way people react to it, and the messages of them crying and stuff like that, but it's stuff that's happening as we're speaking, unfortunately. And I think, we just credit the writers and the creators, Amy, Chris, me, all of them, for having the bravery to take on this topic and portraying such authenticity, and to have it represented on the small screen is amazing. And I think it's just a big step forward.
For me, it's just truly a blessing to see that people are actually enjoying the pilot, because we have worked so hard on it, and we really wanted to make this as authentic as possible, so you guys will be able to relate with us. And so far, from what everyone is saying, it's making us feel really, really good, and knowing that we did what was right. And I'm just blessed and very thankful that I was able to tell such a timely story.
Thank you very much, guys. There are some questions out there, and if anyone wants to pick it up, can do that. If you all want to chime in, you can, just to keep things going. Why do you think this show is so relevant nowadays?
I think it's incredibly relevant because it's happening right now in this country. It's happening every single day. There are families being separated, and there are kids being taken from their parents. I don't even have to tell you guys. It's in the news. We read about it all the time, and it's very sad. So I think it's really important that we get to portray these characters, and that we get to shine light and bring awareness to something that matters. And I think, in my opinion, it's something that TV and film needs more of. And we're honestly just so proud and happy that we can take that step forward to talk about something like this.
Yeah, I think not only the deportation, of course, but just the family dynamic. I think, for me at least, when I'm speaking, TV and film is an escape for me. So to be able to see and feel comfort and relatability in all these characters, I think is going to be cool. And sometimes the world's not a happy place, but I hope that people can find comfort with this family.
how has this show transformed your Latinx identity?
Slide, is it? Can I go? I felt like reruns in my bad.
Nico Cordano, everyone.
Hugely, because for one, I don't speak Spanish, but I think just this whole show has brought me so much closer to my culture in a way that, you know, I was on a different side of the culture in terms of, you know, my grandparents came here and were looked down upon, and like, you know, you're an American, now speak English, that kind of stuff, which is unfortunate. But being around Brandon, Emily, and the rest of the cast and crew that speak Spanish, you know, I start to learn it every day and all this stuff, and I just feel so much closer to it, and it's just such, I'm so blessed to be a part of this.
To Nico's point, I think I've become, I've always been proud to be Latino, but I think it's made me a lot more prouder where I want to scream from the rooftops. You know, I shouldn't be ashamed of who I am and who my grandparents are and all the hard work that they've put in, you know, in order to get me to this point in my life, to be able to portray these characters for, you know, hopefully to inspire the next generation. So if anything, it's made me more comfortable in my own skin.
How do you, as actors, prepare to tackle such complex and sensitive topic in a respectful yet real way?
For me, I just put myself into the character's shoes and see if that were happening to me and how I would be feeling and how I would react. So I kind of just put myself in her shoes and really think if my life was like that and how things could have been. So I do that to be fair.
I think it's also really important. We always try to keep each other very educated on what's happening in the world, and I think that's one of the most important ways to sort of take on these characters and take on this story. Just understand what's happening to families like this and understand the dynamic of a situation like that, and keep ourselves educated with what's going on in the news. And the writers are also not ashamed, and the creators, they're not ashamed to bring things in from real life. There's a couple of things that you guys will see on the show that even then there's this one scene that I probably can't talk about or else Amy will kill me. But there's a scene where it was actually something that did happen in real life, and they took that straight from the news, and they're not ashamed and they're not afraid to do that. And I think that brings so much realism and authenticity to the show. So yeah, it's important.
And something that I want to note is that the writers' room is very diverse. It's full of Latinx writers who are representing the story, so it's coming from a real place because they've lived through it, they've seen it in their families and friends. So it's really important as well to show this and to know that the writers are Latinx as well. So yeah, moving on. We've seen a glimpse of your characters through this first episode. How would you describe them? What's the thing that you love the most about your character, and do you relate or not with them?
Guess I'll start. The thing I love about Lucia is that she's not afraid to speak her mind. You know, I think out of everybody in the Acosta family, you know, she's the one with who's the bravest, and she's not afraid to say what everyone else is thinking at times. My favorite thing about Beto has to be his sense of leadership. You know, from the very beginning, it wasn't even a question in his mind. He said, "Yes, Mom. You know, we will handle it. You know, you did it for us. It's no problem." Where my character Emilio was a bit hesitant, and he was a bit selfish. You know, because he was out there chasing his dream of being a musician. And also Valentina's character. My favorite thing about her is that she's kind of their anchor. You know, she's their foundation. You know, at the end of the day, we all come home to her and baby, because, you know, at the end of the day, you know, they need caretaking, and then she kind of holds us together when we float astray.